He's gonna take you back to the past. Commander! Greetings, Lieutenant. I have come by to inform you that the modifications to your watch are now complete. It can now be used as a time travel device. I can time travel now? Can I go meet Vincent Price? I heard that guy could party hardy like Jeffrey Hardy. I'm afraid that would not be possible, Lieutenant. This particular design allows for only one trip through the time stream, and you must use it to deliver a very important message to yourself in the past. That. What happens if I use it a second time? The results would be catastrophic. Alright, you're the science officer. Why are you wearing those shades? It's bright in the past. Your next assignment will be waiting for you upon your return. Live long and prosper. I'm back. Well, I hope that answered some questions. I wonder what he meant by my next assignment. Great Scott! In a world of uncertainty, where movie theaters are plagued by remakes and sequels, in a world where big-budget movies can still suck, in this world we have the Blockbuster Buster. Greetings, fanboys and fangirls. I'm ERod, and I'm the Blockbuster Buster. Time travel has become a common movie gimmick, but before it was a gimmick, it was a book by H.G. Wells, and in 1960, it was a movie. The original Time Machine movie follows Dr. George Wells, a scientist who invents a time machine and dreams about exploring the future. In his travels, he runs into all sorts of adventures that inadvertently teach him about the human condition. Now, this movie's no masterpiece, but it is a must-see for all you sci-fi buffs, as it is the granddaddy of the time travel movie. This movie did for other movies what Star Wars did for the space epic, and what Night of the Living Dead did for the zombie flick. Not only did this movie establish the time travel rules, but it set the bar to what a great time travel movie should be like. Without it, we wouldn't have Back to the Future, Bill and Ted, or Doctor Who. As much as I love this movie, I have to admit, I've always felt like it needed a facelift, so when I heard that they were making a remake, I was pretty damn excited.
You're in for some serious fucking disappointment.
Bring it on. So the original Time Machine opens with the time traveler crashing a dinner party in tattered clothing, and then revealing the events that led to his current condition. The new movie starts with the characters talking.
Yeah, I'm bored. You're boring. I'm gonna go watch TV.
So we meet Professor Alexander Hardigan. Wait a minute. In the original movie, his name was George Wells. They named him after H.G. Wells because in the book, they don't reveal his name. So if this is not a remake of the original movie, and it's not an adaptation of the book, what the hell am I watching?
Crap, mega crap.
So instead of starting the story in the middle, like the original movie and the book, this movie delves into the origins of the time machine, as we find out that Professor Hardigan witnessed the tragic murder of his fiancée, Emma, and is now working day and night to build the time machine so he can go back in time and stop it from happening. Well, at least we'll find out how the time machine was built. And really? After all that needless exposition, you're not gonna bother to explain how the damn thing works or how you built it?
Bullshit!
So we finally get to see Professor Hardigan fire up his giant cappuccino maker and travel back through time.
You're gonna see some serious shit.
So Professor Hardigan travels to the past and saves Emma.
Excellent! Bogus.
It's a paradox correcting time code.
Oh, I get it. This movie supports the theory that you can't change the future by traveling to the past. That no matter what you do, the time stream will correct itself. After all, if Emma doesn't die, then Hardigan won't build a time machine, so he wouldn't exist in this timeline. In other words,
Judgment Day is inevitable.
don't you start that shit again! So Professor Hardigan decides to travel to the far future in search for a solution to the time paradox.
But that makes a hell of a cappuccino.
Hey, I just made that joke earlier. Never mind. So Hartigan goes to a museum in the year 2030 to find out about time travel. There, he finds the holographic image of comedian Orlando Jones.
Why can't one change the past? Accessing the writings of Isaac Asimov, H.G. Wells.
What? What? The novel exists within the world of the movie? A possibility like that would cause...
In a time paradox, the results of which could cause a chain reaction that would unravel the very fabric of the space-time continuum and destroy the entire universe.
So Hartigan travels further into the future, only to emerge in a very familiarly chaotic time. The accident knocks Hartigan unconscious. He accidentally travels 800,000 years into the future where humanity is now comprised of primitive, hut-dwelling supermodels that don't speak English.
Stanman, Marwin Tanfuran, and Quinn Nov Tanquin, and Porkalon Wenserum.
I only speak two languages, English and bad English.
Hartigan meets Mara, who not only conveniently speaks English, but has a good enough grasp of quantum physics to understand that he is a time traveler. Well, it's still more believable than Denise Richards being a nuclear scientist. You know in time travel movies, whenever a character arrives in a specific time period, how fun it is to watch him explore his new environment? This movie's nothing like that. Instead, they just talk and hang out for 9 whole minutes. I guess that's okay. It's not like Hartigan is on a really important mission to save his fiancée from certain death! So after contributing nothing to the plot for the better half of the second act, the villagers get attacked by mole men. Mole men? Oh my god. I know who's behind this attack!
I am the Mole Man, supreme ruler of the world within the earth.
While the villagers flee, Hartigan takes on one of the mole men alone and beats him down with a stick.
It's called a lance. Hello?
So the mole men are just as vulnerable as we are? Then why won't the villagers fight back? It's not like they're under mind control like in the original movie. And besides, every single one of them is ripped like Ricardo Montalban.
Oh, yes.
So it turns out the creatures are Morlocks.
What does that mean? Morlocks?
Yeah, Morlocks is demons. Forcing them to make a deal with the devil.
Is he always like this?
During the Morlock attack, Mara gets taken, so Hartigan decides to go rescue her. WTF, mofo! First the movie's about him saving his fiancée, then it's about him finding a solution to the time paradox, and now it's about him saving some random chick he just met from mutant mole men? Pick a plot and stick to it, you piece of shit! So Hartigan goes on the great quest to find exposition and runs into... What? So you're telling me that the Orlando Jones computer program still works after 800,000 years? Why?
Up yours.
Oh, come on, Orlando, it's a valid question.
Up yours.
Never mind. So Hartigan gets a location to the Morlock's lair from Orlando Jones. And I think he took a wrong turn because I'm pretty sure he's a Mordor.
I see you.
So Hartigan goes to free Mara and wait, who the hell is that? Is that supposed to be the bad guy? And he's showing up 1 hour and 15 minutes into the movie? And he has powers? And he has the time machine? Explain something, damn you! So according to our villain, he telepathically controls the Morlocks, who feed on the humans on the surface. If he were to die, the Morlocks would run amok and wipe out the human race on a matter of days. So he politely asks Hartigan to get on his time machine and get the hell out of there. Hartigan, of course, responds in the most sensible way and goes Captain Kirk on his ass. So you're just gonna fight the most powerful being you've ever met, hand to hand? Well, Hartigan, you can kiss your ass goodbye, because it's not like this guy's just gonna slip off the time machine and get caught in the time displacement field. Wait a minute. You just killed the guy that was keeping the Morlocks at bay. That means that in the future the Morlocks rule over... Oh.
What an idiot.
Well, congratulations to our subterranean overlords. Wow, that is pretty interesting that the end of humanity is caused by Hartigan and his time machine. And according to the time paradox established by this movie, there's no way he can just travel back in time and wipe out the Morlocks with one fatal stroke. Oh my god, how lazy can the writer of this movie get?
Ah, don't get me started.
That's it! history, motherfucker. Busted. This movie's a tyrannically terrible waste of time. There's no likable or relatable characters, and there's so much dead filler that they should seriously consider renting out ad space. The original movie may be a little campy, but it's in no way boring, as it draws you in with the curiosity of time travel centered around an awesome exploratory journey. Now, I will admit that the special effects in this movie are amazing. However, if you're under the impression that just because the special effects are more advanced that makes this movie better than the original, then that's like saying that Deep Blue Sea is better than Jaws. Now, as much as I would like to believe that this movie was directed by
Wandering idiot.
But it was directed by Simon Wells, who happens to be H.G. Wells' grandson. So you figure he'd want to tell the best possible version of his grandfather's story. But no, it stinks. It stinks like
Manure! I hate manure!
And I can't think of a better analogy for how bad this movie bombed than the time machine itself exploding at the end of the movie and wiping out a whole civilization. Fact of the matter is, H.G. Wells deserves better. So that was one busted, thousands more to go. I'm ERod, and I'm the Blockbuster Buster. Check out my website, suckers!